Correct.
Because he told me that, and I've seen him do it, and I'm just like, why can't I do it? You know,
It's just practice.
Just
when he started out, when Jalen started out, it's terrible at it. Okay, Jalen naturally is not a social person in the respect that he enjoys approaching, new people. For in the beginning, for anything for that matter. He'd be introduced in a group setting, get to know people through interaction, and then you develop that camaraderie, and then you see that he's more of an open person. Some people are like that, some people aren't. I have no qualms walking up to people, anybody for that matter,
well, you seem like
anywhere.
A very social person.
But that's my personality. I've done it since I was a kid. My mother told me I was always like that, very friendly to anybody. And it's dangerous sometimes when you're a child because you can approach strangers and you don't know what that stranger's intent is. So that's why we have to train our children to be aware or be aware for them. But that's a sidebar. However, you can regardless of what your personality is, whether it's on the extreme extrovert side or the extreme introvert side, you can still master the art of VIPing and generate a good bunch of leads that you can call and invite to the academy and set appointments. Because it's just another input of people that are coming in. If you just wait here all day long, chances are you're not going to get the same number of probability of people that you can talk to and expose to this. You never know who you're going to meet out there. It could be your next black belt, it could be your next instructor, it could be your next family that comes in and joins. So the exercise of VIPing is something that is definitely necessary, and it's necessary on a daily basis. Or if it's not done on a daily basis, then more time has to be allotted for it to make up for the lack of time, that you're not doing it, because you want to continuously work on that probability. The way that we used to do it is through games. We used to have games and contests. I mean, Vic was just telling you, sometimes we would do it through coercion, like, hey, you're not allowed back into the school until you come back with 10 numbers. I don't care if it's 10 o'clock tonight, because we just didn't have any, or we didn't get any, or you may have missed out, or you may have pushed it to the wayside a few days before.
I talking about like CATs?
Well, when Vic was with me, he was my assistant. He was my program director and assistant instructor. But CITs it's great to train them early. For example, Rachel or any of the others, if we begin to train them with this now, then by the time they're actually obligated to do it, it's going to be very easy for them. And the easiest people to teach usually are children, because they have less social barriers to interaction with others. They just naturally are friendly and in the moment. When you're an adult and you have had experiences, or a young adult and had experiences and social interactions and things that you can set your opinions on, it's a lot more difficult. That's why it's a lot easier to teach children in class than it is to teach adults as well. Because an adult tell you the things they can do. A child will do it.
It goes both ways.
There's always going to be exceptions, but generally, it's a lot easier to teach children than it is to teach adults.
Well, they don't have that much of a big span, so they'll learn what they see and everything. With adults, some of them can be defined. They're like, oh, why are you telling me that and this? When adults.
Exactly. That's exactly.
Kids are just like sitting there, just like,
they're in the moment.
Okay.
Exactly. Children are in the moment. But most adults and most young adults are in the past. They're thinking about their past failures and successes, and usually they create their limitations from those experiences. So as an instructor, teaching adults and training young adults, that's the challenge. You have to overcome those barriers. With children, you don't. With children, you create goals, and you allow them to accomplish them, because a child doesn't have any limitations. As far as they're concerned, they can do anything. That's why, babies will jump off of something high, or jump in the water, because they see other people swimming, and, you have to be careful, because a baby doesn't know how to swim and can drown. But they'll jump in the water, because they see everybody else doing it. So in their mind, they can do it. So anyway, I don't want to get too far off the topic. So when you're out VIPing, you're saying that it's easier, and I understand the easy aspect of it. That's evident. It's going to be easier for anybody. But when you're out there, what are your emotions? What are your feelings about it? Like, if I said, let's go VIP right now, would your stomach get that little feeling like, oh, I gotta go do it? Or you would just be doing it out of obligation, or would you be excited to go?
I know what I'm doing, so I wouldn't be like scared or anything. I can do it.
What would you be like? Yeah, let's go VIP.
Sure. I mean, I'm tired now, but yeah, let's go.
But do you understand? See, what I mean is, when we would do VIP, especially I use Vic as an example, and great this year, is like we sometimes psyched ourselves out to be psyched up to go VIP. We're just like, yeah, we're gonna talk to so many people because so many no's right now. But in reality, right? Because we're two like weird looking guys, we're two just guys in uniform, and we're going out and we're just talking to random people at lunchtime and like walking up to families, and we understood the other side of the psychology of it, but we were we knew what the results could be and what the benefits were to us financially as well, that we made it like that kind of an energy, and we actually ended up having more success. Because once you get one person to give you an appointment, because all you're doing is getting appointments. When you have one person give you an appointment, the next person is usually a lot easier because your confidence jumps up in
Well, like he said, you're not selling anything bad. You're selling martial arts. So I mean, what's
But most people are averse to sales, even if they're salespeople themselves. You walk up to them, their first instinct is to say no, for whatever reason.
unless you tell them like what they want to hear, like about kids self-defense, bully prevention, all that stuff. Like I went through with him, and they're like,
Sure.
you tell that to them, people are like, oh, I want that for my kid.
But a no doesn't necessarily have to be a straight no in that respect. A no means like you can't even get a chance to talk to them. Not
But
right
just
now.
take it. Okay.
Not exactly. That's a no. Because if they take the card and just walk away, chances are that card's going to end up in the bottom of a purse, on the floor of a car, and maybe by the side of the road. Who knows? It will give you used to scrape a bug off the windshield. It's just handing a card. You're not getting paid to hand cards.
No,
And that's
to pull people in the academy and sign them up.
right. You're getting paid on student value, and eventually, when you take a higher responsibility in the enrollments,
Sir, can I ask something? And if there is a time that you want to just be based off of commission, there could be a time instead of getting
That's
paid
what I was
hourly
saying.
rate. Yeah, you could make more money.
you get
doing
commission and residual.
Yeah.
Residual means they stay for a certain amount of time, and through their billing, accumulate a value, and then that comes past to you. Commission means that off of every person that you sign up from the origin of VIP to becoming a student, you get a commission on that. And if you upgrade it to a full program, I don't know if you do upgrades
It's
here.
VIP.
Yeah, we do upgrades.
So you have basic program and then Black Belt Club or Black Belt, right?
Sure.
DVC, right?
Uh-huh.
So yes, and then basically when we were really flying strong, when I was working the business, I was an instructor. I didn't own the business yet, but we really made the most off of commissions.
Yeah.
We didn't have residuals, but we made commissions off of the original sign up, more off the paid in full, and then on the upgrade sign up and deposit, and if we got paid in full, like the percentages were sick. So we were the team that we had at that time. It was just after Vic left, so I wish he was here because he would have made a lot of money. We made a lot of money. I once got a $5,000 bonus check in December.
Wow.
I went down, I bought myself 2 Sean John suits. I went and got a steak dinner, like paid bills ahead of time, and really just enjoyed myself. Went on like a small vacation on the weekend to the Keys. Like lived it up for a little bit, but definitely earned it because
$5K?
$5,000 bonus. We had a record month. We had a $24,000 month in our school. Actually, almost 30. 24 was the month before. But almost 30,000. We were I think we capped off at like 28.
Wait, 5,000 for each person or just you?
No, I was a chief instructor, just for me. My assistant got like 2. I think it was like 7. It was like almost $8,000 in bonuses that were paid out that month to us. But we made ridiculous. Like we made almost $30,000. So accumulated bonus.
And that was just 1 month?
That was December. And that was supposed to be a week month.
Oh my goodness.
It was great. Okay, that's just to show you the potential. Now, times a little bit different. We're in a recession. We're coming out of a recession, so obviously it's a little bit skewed. It's higher inflation, but less payout. But regardless, it's still the possibility of you to earn more is there based on your ability to draw results. So,
where was your school located, and where did you VIP at?
we were in the Sheridan Plaza in Hollywood, where the LA Fitness is.
That's kind of that's more of a middle class area. This one down here is I've been living down here for a while.
I understand. I've been, how old are you now, 19? I started teaching martial arts down here when you were 6. So I've watched the city develop. I think Hollywood downtown is developing and flourishing. You just have to have a strategy. If you're just VIPing in one general area where potentially your students don't come from, or the where your student body is you want your student body to be from, because obviously you want to choose also selectively some of the areas. You're not going to go into an area where they're not going to afford your program, or you're going to have to lower your program prices and accept just anybody into your school. Well, you're a private martial arts academy, not a public school, so you have the ability to have discretion. Now, like I said, you want to be strategic. Right over here, these condos, fantastic. Condos over there off of, right on the tip of downtown, I think they're called the Gemini, or something like that, or where the Gemini Club used to be, they're right there by the train tracks.
Yeah.
Those condos, anything from there, south of there, east of there, up into US 1, east of US 1, but from Hollywood Boulevard to Hollandale is fantastic, okay? And just a little bit north on that side, but the further north you go up, like this whole area of Hollywood right by the
We
beach.
need to just walk around and pass it out to people.
Well, you want to know where those people are. So so if you have, for example, certain students like the Roboscos, where are they from? Where they live?
Down the street from me.
Where do you live?
I live next to Hollywood Central. I live on the same street as Hollywood Central.
So that you want to know where those people shop, where those people buy their clothing, where those people would spend their time. because that's where you want a VIP. An ideal area, because we can make comparisons all day long, you know, and then I can break those down for you very easily and show you how it doesn't matter. It's all about your ability to present the information correctly, and you're willing to go out there and hump it just a little bit. You know, just put a little bit extra. That's part of the work aspect of it. If you do it an hour a day, or you do it maybe 2 hours, 3 days out of the week instead, set those days for VIPing, you're going to see a significant increase in your results, and your results in here are going to increase as well. It goes hand in hand immediately. So you'll be more comfortable talking to people out there. You're going to be even more comfortable talking. You know,
Of course, that's why.
and then you'll find that people will say no to you because it's a small town. You'll run into them again. So chances are you'll be out there, right, VIPing.
We saw Sebastian. How many times did we saw him?
5.
Right.
Yep.
So let's say you're out there VIPing and you see, you know, this person you VIP, and they're just like, no, I don't want you. You ever read
So
Green
you're
Eggs?
literally gonna be like, why don't I just give it a shot?
Check this out. Well, you ever read Green Eggs and Ham
Of
by
course.
Dr. Seuss? Okay, it's the same concept. However, check this out, right? This is surreal. We used to go out there, we used to go and VIP people all the time, whatever. We used to be everywhere, handing out information, trying to get it, no matter where we were. We talk about it. We made it to the point where it didn't matter where we were. Even if I'm not instructing the school at the time and I'm not even supposed to be at the school today, I'm still going to VIP. Why not? I'll come in tomorrow and I'll bring them in. Look, I met 4 people at 7-Eleven while I was online for a Slurpee. Told them about, you know, martial arts, because they asked me what I do. Because I look it, you know, I don't look bummy, I'm wearing a shirt or something. They're asking me about it, and then right there, that's a VIP op. But we used to talk to people and get
So how do
notes.
you write it down and you know whose name?
You got a smartphone?
I have an Android.
Then
Okay. Yeah.
notes, man.
Put 'em
And
in
I'm not trying to make
contact.
you. I'm not being condescending. I'm just saying that's how easy it is nowadays compared. We used to do it with paper,
Just bring up.
In a clip.
with a clipboard.
Yeah. We bring around.
I just bust out your phone. All right. You know, I've got to. You know, this is my database of VIPs. I'll go ahead and I'll put this in the school right there. It's the same as writing a phone number down. If they're like, well, you're putting your phone. Where else am I going to put it? I have VIPs right now from Connecticut that I called in and I brought them into class and I signed them up right away. Because I told
When
them
you
how to
first
do
got
it.
there, you're just like,
I started signing people up.
what
I said,
this?
I said, you're missing people. You're missing this whole part of your operation. Sign them up. So anyway, back to the story real quick. So I went in VIP and we saw people. We would see people like 2, 3, 4 times. No. So we bought our time. Our school grew. A year later, coming to the school. I remember them because I remember all the no's. They're like, hey, I remember. This is your place? Oh my gosh, my friend's kid's been coming here for 3 years, man. He told me that, you know, the way you guys were. Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen. By the time I was asking you at that time, you weren't ready to come in. It's okay. But you're here now. Welcome to our academy. Let me show you around. Make them a student. Now they stay forever.
Question. Okay, well, so how many people did you have VIPing? Yourself and someone else?
It'll always be me and my program director.
So why was it if you had too many students for your academy and then like you see like it's crammed, you're gonna have to upgrade, right?
Hey, that's a good problem.
We have an open.
That's a good problem. That's what scheduling comes into play. You schedule your classes accordingly, and if your academy truly does become that big, well, then you should be making enough money to move, or open up another academy just down the road. That's usually the case. What you end up doing is you open up a secondary academy, but you're better have staff trained and ready to go. That's another possibility. You guys build this place up to bursting, and you've got instructors like Rachel sticking around. You've got Brandon and Eric who have the potential to be fantastic instructors. You know, and they're around. And you're here, and you're next in line because you're training extra time with Javelin, not only on
Well,
curriculum.
I know this.
Not only on curriculum, but the business aspect of it. Like you really, really got it. Like you breathe it. It's second nature to you. It's in your blood. Now you open up another academy. You go down the road, and you open up HKF2. Why do you have HKF2? Because HKF1 is just too full. So we bust in HKF2, and you do the same pattern that you followed over here to be successful. You
It's
start,
like HKF3 and then it keeps going.
well, look, Master Clark has in Jacksonville, Florida, has I think it's 13 locations, in maybe more now. Probably
Wow.
probably over 20 locations in Jacksonville. Okay, Jacksonville is not that huge, but it's a decent sized city. But he has that many locations in Jacksonville, and then he has locations all over the country as well, from students that have left and opened up schools in other states. So and then he buys strip malls. Like he makes so much money that he buys strip malls and builds strip mall just for his school, and then rents out the other bays to other businesses. Like that's baller status. Okay, and the man's like almost 70.
That's too much money right there.
That's baller status. Okay, the man has Christmas parties in his house by the river in Jacksonville, and it's like all expenses paid, food, booze, park your car
You
with
been
extra
there?
Ferraris. I didn't get a chance to see his home because we got to his facility. His facility is used to be a warehouse for trucking for a freight company.
That's for martial arts and.
It's literally a center. It's a what do they call it? It's a they call it a complex. You walk in, they have an entire training center just for what we're talking about right now, for training scripts and VIPing and upgrade scripts and buddy scripts and everything, right? With computers, tables, it's a whole office setting. Then they had a huge conference room where they do their big conferences. And I think probably by now, 'cause this was a few years back, probably bigger. Then the entire truck bay where they would house like 7 18-wheelers, like side by side, they would park them in there, and then with room to load them, or double 18-wheelers, because you would say like you probably could fit in 2 in a line and then 7 across, like probably like 10 to 14 18-wheelers could fit in there. Was his training facility, and there was a caged out area on the side just for pro shop. So he had a caged out warehouse right there with pads, uniforms, keychains, anything that was needed, t-shirts, anything that was needed for the pro shops. Like 4 bathroom facilities in that building. So there was anywhere there was a restroom with multiple stalls that you can go to. So it was like a complex. And then that entire space where they
That's
hey,
like-
look, get him. Get him.
Holy shit.
Just that.
That. Yeah, keep.
Please come on in.
Hello guys, how are you?
I'm a little windblown,
Nice
excuse
to
me.
meet you. I'm George.
Hello.
Anything, I'm gonna be back.
George, nice to meet you.
Hi, George. I have a 12-year-old,
Okay.
and I'm thinking of.
Manager at the Metro
He
PCS
wants to
for,
learn how to defend.
Okay, has he ever done martial arts before?
Yes, he did for a little bit, for a few months.
Okay.
He did.
He's 12 years old. Okay, let me set you up. Our first class is free. You can try it out for
Okay.
him. And then after that, we can speak more about all the other options.
Okay.
But right now, the best thing to do is to get him in and try our first class for free. Today is Tuesday.
No, today, no.
Or-
We're leaving. My son's battalion is leaving to Afghanistan, so we're leaving on Thursday to say
Really appreciate it a lot.
Okay.
before he leaves.
Your older son is leaving to the army.
He's already in army. His battalion is leaving to Afghanistan. They're deploying in starting October.
Aren't they supposed to be bringing them back?
No, they're sending. This is the last set that's going. I guess to security to clean everything up, and then they come home.
Okay.
So I'm going over there to give him
Okay.
suck his face off, in private, because he's a man.
Yes.
He knows how to kill with his bare hands. So.
Yeah.
He's a Marine?
No,
Army?
he's an army infantry.
Oh, okay.
So he knows how to. And so we're going to be in secret.
Awesome. Okay. Well, let me get your information. Could you put your number?
954 237 6080.
6080. And when does he get back?
We're gonna get back next. We're staying out there a week.
Okay, so by after
But-
that next week,
right.
the week after. Okay.
Right. So what I'll do is I'm gonna have him look at this and
Okay.
look it over, and when we come back, because how after you take a vacation you need.
It takes a little
vacation.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
So I'll try to call you by next week and see what's going on, and
Okay.
maybe we can schedule something else. How do
Okay.
you spell your name?
Brenda, Brenda.
What's your last name?
Garcia, Garcia.
He's 12 years old. What's his name?
Orion,
O-R
ION.
Garcia too?
No, Nunez.
Okay, awesome. I'll keep him there, and
Okay.
what I'll do is I'll try to give you a call.
Are
and
you the
work.
instructor?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So
And do you? What are you?
I teach Kung Fu. I teach kickboxing also. Is he a bigger 12-year-old, taller, stocky, strong? So then there's a way that I can maybe move him up after the first class and see if he's ready to take the 13-year-old classes instead. But let's see how he does with his age group. And if he does more than I think he should, let's move him on.
And
So
what are the
usually
prices?
the price, well, the first class is free.
Okay.
After that, I can give you the options. There's a lot of options. One will save you money. One will make you feel like if you want to commit more, if you want to just come, once a week, if you want to come 2 times a week or more. So there's plenty of options. Giving you one number is kind of hard on your schedule. So after to see how he likes it, and then he can tell you, then we can go from the next step, because that will definitely tell me, okay, whatever he tells me, whatever you tell me, I can say, okay, this is the
What
best
does
plan
it
for you.
start?
100.
Okay.
And it can go up or it can go down. So
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay,
it's just all about him. So
okay.
I would definitely get him Orion ready.
Orion, like the
sorry.
constellation, Orion's belt.
Yeah, and then after that we can get into all that.
Okay,
Are
and
you
your
okay?
name is, I'm sorry?
George, by the way,
George,
yeah.
you just say George.
Thank you. Yes, Brenda.
Get in there and mess it up.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was in Metro. I shut off my phone last night. I guess I was
Oh, that's why.
a little loopy. Done. So yeah, totally. I'll jump over it already. I just,
How long did that take?
it took 3 hours to do.
What happened to it?
I have chronic RA, and so my joints and my bones are not what they used to be. Like I have titanium here, and I have titanium. See where it starts from here
I
to
see.
here, and so I believe because I have put so much pressure because the wrist is really strong now
Okay.
that I overcompensated,
Got it.
and my thumb just said whatever. You know, but
Thanks for coming in. Yeah.
yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you for taking our
You too.
time.
No
All right.
problem.
Guys, have a blessed day. Thank
You
you
too.
again. Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am.
I had to walk away. It's like,
I had to look over.
Really?
at me.
Suction.
what?
Dick, that's what she means.
That's what you know why she said. No,
Did
she
you see
wanted
me
to.
walking behind you?
She wanted to suck the tattoos off of Jalen's skin.
Yeah.
That's where the suck came from. Okay, and then you're like, "What's your name?" Brenda. I mean Brenda.
Oh, oh my
She has
god.
rheumatoid arthritis, which means that she.
Oh man, I love what you said because I've been putting too much pressure on my wrist. I was like,
So, you know,
oh my god.
you gotta change. Maybe get a pillow or something. Use your elbows.
your neck. So now you just gotta keep your
By the
neck
way,
straight.
it's all videotaped. By the way.
That's awesome. Yeah, strike that, bro. So anyway,
Oh my god.
you really do need to get that on videotape.
Oh my god.
So anyway, wow.
Is
What
it
a-
still taping? Let's
Probably.
see.
Yes, I think so. I walked in front of it.
Yup.
No,
Wow.
it stopped.
Wait,
Yeah.
how
No,
old are
no. It's going.
Oh, it is?
It is.
I'm younger than
Wow. That was taped from the fullest.
Is that like?
You definitely just right.
We're the same.
It's a
age.
private video.
Just
How old are you,
a
sir?
year.
Me, I'm
We're a
35.
year apart. Well, you'll be.
Wow.
I'm 35 this year.
But you just turned 35.
Yeah. I just,
I thought you turned 36.
Anyways, sorry about that.
no, you're
That's-
coming up. I'm 36. I'm 35 this year. I was born in
No, I'm
78.
35.
Yeah, we're the same age.
Yeah, I was born in 78 too.
Yeah, we never were any year.
I thought you were 76.
Wait, how do you have white hair and you're only 30?
Because my chi runs strong.
And I'm like, he's doing rolls over here. I'm like,
Oh man, I've been doing Aikido and Jiu-Jitsu and Aki-Jitsu Dokai and Kung Fu with him for like, well since I was like, well not with him since I was 10, but other schools, and then I lost, what was it, 40 pounds as a student with him. I came in, I looked like a bell, man. But yeah, I had just quit smoking, so I was like, yeah. I mean, you didn't see anything from behind. I was just the back, but it was like, whoa. Yeah.
I guess
I'm trying to gain
Her
weight.
boobs were like right in my. It was like.
Yeah, well, no, it's usually, well, they were on the other side of the counter, basically.
Or they, you know,
She's like, hold these for a second.
suck his face off, and she's like this.
What she said.
I'm like, well, I got.
I
some
looked
little-
at you, and you were like.
I was like, oh my god.
Wow.
She's gonna say this. We got a video camera, lady. We can make money on that.
Oh my god.
So anyway,
I'm not
let's
here.
get back to the phone.
Should I stop the tape? Okay, keep going.
No, you definitely, when you go to the video, you better delete that section. Really nothing important in that section either, I don't think. Some editing. Anyway, so,
Anyways.
to cap on VIPing. So when it comes to VIPing, change your mindset. You know, if
That'd be
you,
bubbly.
yeah, as bubbly as you can be. You don't want to be fake. Appearance is everything as well. You always want to look sharp and clean, so you have your best, your best dressed. And you know, if you really are having a crappy day and it's not the day to go out and interact with people, then try and compensate by seeing what, and we'll talk about that later, what you can generate in the academy where you do feel more comfortable. But VIPing is essential. You should be doing it no less than 3 days out of your week. And if it's literally 3 days, not all the days that you're here, then those days should be concentrated. Like, you know, I'm going out for 90 minutes and I'm getting, you know, no less than 10 numbers. Because there's a formula that goes to it. It goes 20, 10, then, and she based on 20. 20 VIPs a day means 10 numbers. 10 numbers means 5 appointments. 5 appointments means 3 show. 3 show means 1 sign up. Okay.
You broke that down.
Yep. 2010-5-1. And nowadays it's probably and that's the bare minimum. You want to try and do more. So you want to be like 30, 15, 7, 4. We used to have average of about 15 student weeks. 10 to 15 student weeks, and if we had a great week, like I said, we had 17 one day. That was crazy. That was like a 30 student week. That was unbelievable. That was our grand opening, a re-grand opening. We did a little remodel, and we just had this huge, day outside where we just had everybody coming in. We had a bounce house for kids. We put it out there. And events are a great way for you to ramp up your VIP numbers. Because people are always going to be like, what the heck's going on over there? They see a lot of people. Like yesterday, the seminar, people would walk by oh my gosh, the place is packed. And what the heck are they spinning? What is that weapon? So boom, you got them coming in. Matter of fact, can somebody get us some coffee? You like coffee?
Sure.
Okay. I want you to be sure before sleep, I'm going to slap you.
No, I'm not gonna fall asleep.
Okay. If I see you glaze over, I'm going to slap
What
you.
is that?
I know why. Well, no, I was gonna say I know why he's saying that. It's glazed over from up there.
I can tell. It happens to me. It happens to me when I'm doing my studies, like my graduate studies, and I'm online. I'm like, but nobody can see me. But I know that if I miss something, and now I go back to
No,
try
I
to
know
study.
what you're saying. I don't necessarily have to look at you to listen. I have either.
Yeah, I have a hard time with people that don't look at me while I'm telling them something.
No, that's why I look I'll look at someone sometimes I look at someone's face and I get intimidated for too long. If I look at someone too long, I kind of get
I have an intimidating face to look at. No.
I look
That's why I crack a lot of
at
jokes.
I look at someone right here. That's why if you don't I think you told me this.
Yeah,
You know
things I don't have a hairline, so it's hard. your eyes just keep going. You're like, it just slips off. You're like, oh, I can't stare at his hairline. It's not working. Look at his mustache.
Oh,
Are you looking at my boobs? Why are you looking down? Just look at the goatee.
Damn.
So anyway, I need to
Just come back and yeah.
All right, well,
Let's start this one.
welcome me, James.
I
Oh, you want?
I wanted to go with
No.
I want to go
No.
to